It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. For the Cavaliers, they come in off a win in their last game against the Nuggets at Pepsi Center. They had to play through overtime, and we'll see if this game will be just as competitive. We're going to be watching Kyrie Irving tonight, fellas. Here's a guy who can just dazzle you with his ability to break down a defense. Is he the best ball handler in the NBA right now? Well, it's a tough question.
Well, if he's not the best, he's right up there.
Yeah, well, that's true.
He's certainly in the top 2, 3.
Who else?
Stephen Curry.
You know what I'd like to say about Steph?
What's that?
He makes it look effortless.
Listen, Kyrie doesn't get enough credit for how strong his fundamentals are, but you know why I really like Kyrie, Kenny?
Why?
Jersey's in the building. Jersey, stand up.
I don't know. His dad's
Jersey
from New York,
is in the building. His dad's not from New York. Cut it out. No, he's not.
From New York.
He works in New York.
No,
he's from Jersey. I used to
from the
babysit him when he was little.
No, his dad's from the Bronx.
You
His
used
dad's older than you.
You used to
His dad
babysit
is
Kyrie
old.
Irving?
Yes.
So that's what happened.
Oh, my God.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. With that road trip behind them, the Cavaliers ready to perform in front of their hometown fans here in Cleveland. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win total.
And this should be fun, guys. They see this team a lot, 4 times during the regular season. And so far, they've split the first 2, so they seem pretty evenly matched. A chance to build some confidence with the win tonight.
Yeah, I think they're really highly motivated in this one. It becomes a pretty good chess match at this point. As you mentioned, both teams evenly matched. You've seen each other a few times. You know each other's tendencies. And the coaches really can factor in games and situations like this.
Now let's get a quick pregame update from David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder.
Well, Kevin, he said defensively their main priority is going to be preventing points in the paint. He told me we can't let them get comfortable inside. That's what'll hurt us. He wants them playing a very physical brand of D down low. We'll see if they got the message. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
Clean game, huh?
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Miles Turner out there with Ibaka. Then there's Ramon Sessions. Then it's Paul George. Now here's Irving. Kicks it to Richardson. James, the pass to Richardson. 6 to shoot. Here's Irving. The rebound by Turner. James against George. Here's Ibaka, and that one drops.
The big wingspan of Ibaka, very difficult to outreach him for rebound.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. On defense, the Pacers. It's a 3-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
Well, that's always a disadvantage when you get blasted on the glass. They needed to do a much better job of getting inside position. And if you can't do that, it's going to be a long day on the backboard.
Irving. Here's Thompson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the line for him here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
Now here's Sessions. 8 points his last outing. Poked away. Now Cleveland moving it up. Thompson with the ball. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Miles Turner. For Cleveland, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Now here's Sessions. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Screened by Young. 5 on the clock. And Thompson sends it back.
And, you know, I think Young has always done a good job of creating contact to make a living at the free throw line. That's a nice skill to have.
The Pacers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. The Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Irving kicks to Richardson. James outside. Pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Boy, George is excellent at getting busy from the in-between spots of the floor. Really fleshing out and balancing out, rounding out his offensive game.
Now here's Richardson. He had 10 points in the win against the Nuggets in Denver. Shot off the pick. A nice shot by LeBron.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
You've got that right, Greg. I mean, he is very solid on that mid-range jumper. It's pretty wet when he gets it going.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Kept alive. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound, a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength, just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Ibaka, wide open, he fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot, paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
Down low, Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
George against James. George dishes to Sessions. Screen by Ibaka. That doesn't go either for George.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Irving kicks to Richardson. Passes it to Love. The feed to Thompson. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
Pacers trail by 4. Ibaka with a screen on Richardson. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now here's Love. Irving passes to Love. And the dunk by Love.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And so it's Indiana with it. To the inside. Young. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Richardson for 3. Richardson missing again. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Rebound Love. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one. Sessions against Irving. On the wing, Thompson. Inside. And LeBron throws it down.
just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Now, here is Young. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas. And stolen by Love. And here they go for the finish. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Pacers trail by 6. Fires from 14. No good. Shot missing. And Cleveland will come the other way. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
They needed a few extra minutes to get the W in that game, but they got it just the same.
I like the way they handled themselves in that overtime period, Greg. They had a whole lot left in their game in that extra period.
And it's sent back by George.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Shumpert is checked in for Kevin Love. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And where the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for Indiana.
And not a lot of attempts from beyond the break. Those deeper three-pointers can be a little outside of some players' range, but they've got guys who can make that shot. I think that's just an outlier so far.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Thompson, a screen on Sessions. Shumpert dishes to Irving. The screen from Thompson. From the wing. And he connects with the jumper.
Kevin, that's a really sweet stroke from Irving there.
Pacers trail by 5. George with the ball. 26 points for him last game against Dallas.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game. And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now here's Shumpert, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Irving kicks to Thompson. 4 on the shot clock. For 3, Richardson. Another shot. Thompson misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Young. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions.
Young is often overmatched because he's not as big as other power forwards, but he still finishes inside at a high rate.
Irving kicks to Thompson. Back to Irving. Thompson left side. Thompson, a screen on George. LeBron against Ibaka. James. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Back to Young.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Sessions. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you know, as good as Young can be in the open court, doesn't quite carry over to his free throw shooting.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Laverne, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Morris comes in for James. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Richardson. And it's Collison in for Irving. There's a good screen. The kick out to Collison. There's Hollis Jefferson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Indiana trailing here. Carter Williams, the pass to George. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That is his first foul of the game. Teague dishes to Carter Williams. Outside Teague. He feeds it to Muscala. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. And the Pacers lead by 1.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point guard.
And the pass to Laverne. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Off the pick. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Teague. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And Teague just so creative in how he finishes around tough D when it's thrown his way.
Morris a screen. Collison the pass to Hollis Jefferson. A three-pointer, no good.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Young's shot is off. The Cavaliers trailing. Shoots the three. They get the rebound. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Morris a screen. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Teague covering. Morris kicks to Collison. Morris a screen for three. They shoot again. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. 1:41 left to play here in the first. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Inside. Here's Shumpert. Morris passes to Hollis Jefferson. Now here's Laverne. He's guarded closely. Floats one up, and that's going to be a treble. Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders. The Cavaliers, number 1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
And so here is Indiana. Here's George. And the layup is good. George has got 7.
Boy, I tell you what, the touch that George has on these interior shots, that's something to see. And he's very comfortable down there in the low post.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Left side, Collison. 6 to shoot. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And here's Morris for 3. Again, the miss by Morris.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Now here's Shumpert. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. Looking to end the drought, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Cleveland shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. That one drops. He ties it up. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Carter Williams. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside Teague. He dishes it to George. From beyond the arc. George missing again. Shumpert passes to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Laverne. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Close game here as we get back to the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
Here's George. On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. They've got Turner. Baca is out there with Paul George. And it's Young, and it's Teague in at the 2. The Cavaliers shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. LeBron dishes to Murray. Back to James. Splitter kicks to James. Bangs home the trifecta. James has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Cleveland. Turner with the screen on James. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Cleveland leading by 3. Splitter with a screen on George. In the corner, Murray with it. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. And Indiana shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. And Young kicks to Ibaka. Dishes to Teague. And it doesn't even draw either.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Splitter passes to Murray. Feeds it to James. Splitter sets a screen. Love kicks to Splitter. Can't cash in from close range.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Young with no one around. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Cavaliers leading. Right wing. Now James. 7 points in the game. Murray dishes to Splitter. In the corner, Murray with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Cavaliers currently rank in the NBA. First in scoring, first in rebounding. And they're also #1 distributing the basketball. This is a team that knows how to find the open man and convert those opportunities.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Irving's checked in. Cleveland leading by 5. LeBron kicks to Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here's George. He's got 7. Screened by Ibaka. Will it go? Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Paul George.
Man, you've got to like the way George puts the right touch and arc on his shots from deep. He's an outstanding shooter from range.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Now, here is Young after the miss from Serge Ibaka. To the inside, and stolen by Splitter. In the corner, Irving with it. That falls. Great assist by Love. 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
And Young kicks to Turner. The dish to George. Pass to Turner. On the wing, George. He's got 10. Good on the shot.
Hey, a nice calm disposition and demeanor is what helps George be as good and as special as he is. It allows him to maintain his concentration on the basket despite stifling defense.
Now here's Irving. A 17-point game for him in the win against Denver.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring and setting up his teammates. And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Splitter sets a screen for Irving. To the paint, here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Pacers have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Boy, I tell you, Turner is a dominant force who imposes his will on whoever is on him. But what you have to like and respect is his work ethic.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Splitter. And it's Richardson in for Murray.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here's Turner. Great D that time from LeBron.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Now here's James. 23 points for him the last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Just 4 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The shot by Thompson, no good.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
To the middle. Outside for George. From beyond the arc. Thompson with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 6. And it's sent back by George. Love outside. Young against Irving. He kicks to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Mon Shumpert's checked in for Cleveland. Indiana also making some changes. Young's checked in for Ibaka. Michael Carter-Williams comes in for George. And Sessions subbed in for Young. And here are the Pacers now, trailing here by 8. Last time they met was in Indiana.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. And they ended up winning it going away.
The Cavaliers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Terrific game for Thompson. 8 rebounds, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
Muscala, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Now here's Carter-Williams. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
On the wing, Irving. Carter-Williams covering. The 3. And Kyrie Irving gets the 3. Irving's got 10.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Screen by Young. Carter-Williams kicks to Young. Shot to end this cold run, and it's good. 2 points. 7 points in the game.
Well, ideally, you'd like Young to be playing closer to the basket, but I tell you what, if he's going to make that shot, you'll gladly take it.
Thompson outside. In the corner, it's Richardson. Back to Thompson. Kicks it to Richardson. On the wing, Shumpert. The fadeaway. Here's Thompson, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Thompson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs. Sessions with it. Young, a screen on Richardson. And Sessions kicks to Muscala. Matt Ball's great assist by Ramon Sessions. Muscala's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
Passes to Richardson. Thompson, a screen on Sessions. Here's Richardson. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here is Young. 7 points in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now, here is Irving. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. Irving passes to Thompson. For three, Love. Offensive rebound. Out to Shumpert. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The feed to Thompson. In the corner, it's Richardson. Here's Love. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Cavaliers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Laverne, he's checked in for Thompson. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Collison in for Kyrie Irving. And a change for the Pacers. Teague's checked in.
He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
Morris is checked in for Cleveland. Now here's Carter Williams. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The pass to Teague. Jacks up a three. Offensive rebound, Pacers. Here's Muscala. Got a hand on it. Sessions up top. Here's Carter Williams. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. In the corner, Collison with it. Here's Laverne. It's got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for him.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
That free throw good from Laverne. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 1:54 left in the first half. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Tipped away. Shot clock at 6. Teague with the ball. Guarded now by Morris.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point, Greg. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Here's Teague. Following the basket by Marcus Morris. Right side Teague. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Shumpert. He's averaging 6 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at his skill set, and I think it's just a matter of time before he commands a bigger presence on this team.
Well, he has the tools. He just needs to sharpen them up. But to this point, it hasn't quite all come together for him.
Now here's Collison. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And a miss there on the triple. And Indiana shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Carter Williams kicks to Muscala to stop the run. The kick out to Teague. Traps in the tray. Teague's got 5 points so far.
If you give Teague enough room out there beyond the arc, he won't hesitate to make you pay.
Morris outside. Outside jumper. Morris with a screen on Teague. Pass to Laverne. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer. Laverne's got 5 points now this quarter.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Carter Williams can't get it to go. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Cavaliers ahead, up by 16. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach, what adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
You just got to keep playing, keep taking the shots, and that's not the issue as much as us not executing on offense. And when we don't score, sometimes our defense lags as well.
Everybody wants to see the ball go in the basket first, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. What a game it has been for Tristan Thompson. He had 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back to Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My wife and I toured that recently. It is worth the price of admission. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Well, guys, so far we're seeing a tremendous game from Tristan Thompson so far.
He's just been terrific. This is what they needed from him.
And a double-double in just one half of basketball? You can't ask for anything more as a coach, teammate, or fan.
LeBron and Love, the 2 superstar forwards. Irving is out there with Richardson. And it's Thompson into the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
Cleveland leading by 16. Love with the screen on Sessions. Here's Irving. Not enough on that one as it misses. And Indiana shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Outside Turner. And it's Sessions atop the key. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Cavaliers shooting not great, 40% for the game. Back to James. He feeds it to Thompson. And it's good. Up through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And Indiana making a change here. Young's checked in. Pacers trail by 19. Screen by Young. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And Ibaka kicks to George. And the miss, not the best shot selection there.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Young, a screen on Irving. And Sessions kicks to George. Tipped away. Now Cleveland moving it up. LeBron with the ball. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here's George following the score by Cleveland. Just 5 on the clock. And Thompson sends it back, but he gets it back. That's a shot he doesn't shoot very often. He's got 5.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Love, no luck.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
The shot by George, no good.
1 for 5 on offense, a slow start here in the second half.
LeBron kicks to Thompson. Young with the steal. Sessions dishes to George. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Softly drops in the floater. George has got 16.
Boy, George so long in all limbs, arms and legs, and he covers a lot of space in short bursts of time because of it.
Now here's James. He's got 7. Here's Love, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
Joseph Young's checked in for the Pacers. Now, here is Young.
Timeout.
He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And the Pacers call time here. Nice game. Great performance by Tristan Thompson.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Back to Young. Indiana moving the ball around. And Young kicks to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Great speed displayed by George on his way to the bucket. Devastating to the defense with those dunking skills of his.
Love against Ibaka. Irving passes to James. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And just a little bit ragged defensively.
Yeah, it's so bad I would even go a step farther and call it raggedy. I mean, that's how their defense has been overall today.
Now, here's George. He's got 18. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Murray's checked in for Irving. The screen from Thompson. Thompson, a screen on George. LeBron with it. George picks him up. Love with a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Pacers trail by 17. And George kicks to Young. And stolen by Love. It's Thompson off the drive. Richardson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. 17-point game.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
James against George. James dishes to Richardson. To the middle. Here's Murray. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Richardson's running.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
So it's the Pacers now. They trail by 16. Tries a 3, and the Pacers another 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And it's LeBron missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Dishes it to Young. Ibaka outside. A stupendous finish in traffic. Ibaka's got 8.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
George against James. Thompson, high post. Back to LeBron. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. For the Cavaliers, Laverne, he's checked in for Love. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Richardson. And it's Collison in for Murray. Pacers trail by 13. George passes to Young. Left side of Ibaka. Beyond the arc. And that one is off. Good D by Thompson. Over to the wing. Outside Collison. LeBron against George. Over to the wing. Feeds it to Laverne. Knocked away. Outside, George. Looking for Young. He gets it there. It's blocked.
The 7'2" wingspan of Hollis Jefferson paying off right there. His defense can be suffocating.
For Indiana, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. And the first one drops. A different look now for Cleveland. Morris comes in for Thompson. And it's Iman Shumpert in for James. Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Indiana. Right side, Collison. And it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter-Williams.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Now here's Collison. He dishes it to Laverne. Turner with the steal. And they're running. Carter-Williams kicks to Turner. And a great assist by Carter-Williams as that one goes in.
Really hard to say enough about how good Carter Williams is at spotting the open man. He's got excellent vision and just a nice feel for what they're trying to get done in their offense.
Morris a screen. Shumpert dishes to Morris. To the inside. Turner with the steal. Now here comes Teague leading the break. From 10 feet out. That one off the back iron and out. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Down low. Turner with the steal. Here's Carter Williams. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Poked loose, screened by Ibaka. Shumpert with it. George picks him up, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Irving's checked in. On the inbound, and he drops that one in. Irving's got 12.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
And the Pacers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Teague following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Here's Turner. Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's the screen. Irving passes to Laverne. Now here is Irving. He's got 12. Clock at 4, and it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter Williams. Four on the clock. Irving for 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
George against Shumpert. Turner controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, how about the determination of Turner? I mean, he's a wrecking ball on the glass on both ends of the floor. Just doesn't give up on plays.
Now here's Shumpert. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And on the way from Irving for 3.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on it.
And it's Carter Williams in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Carter Williams against Irving. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. A 3 from Morris. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball. And not the most flamboyant dunker, but Ibaka goes to the rack with rude intentions nonetheless.
Now here's Irving. 15 points in the game. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Turner. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Sessions checked in for Indiana.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. And so Irving nails both of them.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Teague kicks to Carter Williams. Sweet little floater. Carter Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
1:14 left in the third quarter. Teague kicks to Carter Williams. The dish to Sessions. Back to Carter Williams. Clock at 6. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Carter Williams has got 7 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Moving against Sessions. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Indiana. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. T kicks to Sessions. Outside, George. Screened by Ibaka. That is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut to just 5 points on the basket from Paul George.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, Hollis Jefferson really hard to stay in front of when he goes to the rack. And as a result, he can live at the line at times.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And he's kept this percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Now George. He's got 24. Puts up a 3. And Laverne gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Tristan Thompson.
Knocked loose. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Cavaliers lead by 7. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter.
Who's got next? We're kicking off the All-Star festivities with a showcase of the best of the league's up-and-coming talent. It's the Rising Stars Challenge.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. The Cavaliers leading by 7. On the court for Indiana, George and Young are the forwards. Sessions out there with Young. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. And here's George. Down low, Young. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Cavaliers shooting 40% from the field. James with it. And Love has it in the corner. Now here's James. Shot clock at 6. And Love has it in the corner. Back to LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
We played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. That is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut to just 5 on the basket from Sessions.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now, here is Irving. Richardson for 3. LeBron dishes to Richardson. He tries for 3, and LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Richardson. 16 points for LeBron. Pacers trail by 8. Here's Young, knocked away. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Now Young. Screen by Ibaka. 14 feet away, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's a call. It's on Indiana with the foul.
It's been tough for them to try to slow down LeBron. He's got 16 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
First one falls for him. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Pacers trail by 11. And Sessions kicks to Young. And yes, it's good.
Really like the vision that Young has for a player of his size.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Sessions against Irving. Richardson for 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
The Cavaliers leading by 12. On the wing, James, defended by George. Kicks it to Love. James outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Substitution for the Pacers. Number 23.
Here's James. 3 from the inbound. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Young's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Young against Irving. And Young kicks to Ibaka. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside the length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
The first free throw is good.
Looking at the game for Ibaka, he has 11 points and 2 blocks. Excellent defensive presence on the glass and delivering some of that shot blocking skill too.
He has really just owned the paint. Well-rounded performance.
Now here is Irving. The screen from Thompson. Passes to Richardson. 3-pointer. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Richardson's got 6 in the quarter.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
And you look at Young, and clearly he's a little undersized when he gets inside, but he knows how to create contact and use his body effectively.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. Cleveland leading by 12. Irving passes to Richardson. He kicks it to Thompson. On the wing, Irving, defended by Young.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
The feed to Richardson. Irving kicks to Richardson. Clock at 6. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Young left side. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Unloads from 13. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And you know what? When Paul George sees an open teammate, he doesn't hesitate. I mean, he quickly gets the ball out of his hands. It doesn't stick with him.
Back to LeBron. 16 feet away. And Love with the basket on the assist by LeBron. James has got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Young. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. Irving kicks to Richardson. And there's the pass to Thompson. Back to Irving. Kicks it out to James. Off target from outside. Pacers trail by 10. Young dishes to George. Back to Young. Left side, George. All alone. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Cleveland's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And the dunk by James.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And Young kicks to George. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Knocks it loose and stolen by Love. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Here's Richardson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Offensive rebound, Young. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Thompson, a screen on George. In the corner, Irving with it. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for Richardson. In Indiana with a change here, too. Sessions checked in for Joseph Young. Pacers trail by 12. Pass to Sessions. Screen by Young. Sessions passes to Young. For the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. LeBron dishes to Irving. LeBron kicks to Love. Lets it go with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe there are some guys that you don't mind giving that shot to, but he's not one of the guys you want to leave for that shot.
Now, here is George. Indiana again missing.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
LeBron, no luck. Pacers trail by 15. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Got that one up quick.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Now here's Thompson. Back to Irving. He feeds it to Shumpert. There's the 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Indiana's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Screened by Young. And Sessions kicks to Young. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Irving attacking, lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
I do not have a total on that, partner, but it seems to be too many if I were to count. The only number you really need to look at, though, is the scoreboard, and that gives you all the info you need.
The Pacers making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Right side, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, I tell you what, George has tremendous bounce ability. It's always fun to see him launch and throw it down.
And here's Love for 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Outside, George dishes to Sessions. Back to George. Goes up on the wing. And Shepard pulls it down.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that.
The shot's good from LeBron. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. And here's George. Shot from 12, and that misses everything.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
1:30 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Cleveland.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And in what's been a very competitive series between these two teams, the victory here tonight will push their record to 2-1 with one left to play against the Pacers.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Thompson. He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Now Teague, following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep. Collison kicks to Splitter. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Muscala, the pass to Young, to the inside. Here's Teague, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Yeah, I love how Teague was able to shield off the defender and still go up and finish for a chance at the three-point play.
The Pacers making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. Murray with it. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Collison with it. Takes the three. That doesn't go either for Collison. Here's Young. That one good for two.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Collison kicks to Murray. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, when you win a game like tonight, what kind of positive things are confirmed?
That we can fight through and beat any team in the league if we're playing well. So for us to get this win here, our sixth man is our crowd. They've been great. They packed the house tonight, and we got a big win against a team that's right up there with the top teams in the league.
You did it all together tonight, Kevin. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you. Superb. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Tristan Thompson. And Kenny, you had some words earlier while the game was going on. What do you think?
He was outrageous. He shot a rare shooting percentage from the field, hitting from everywhere. It didn't matter where he was or who was guarding it. The defense tried to make adjustments, so what? Still knocked down shots.
Man, he took his game to another level tonight. He wasn't hanging in the background. He was their alpha dog. And he got the crowd going wild.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.